Hi everyone, welcome to your class today. For today's class, we'll need a strap or a tie or belt if you have, and some blocks if you use them for support in your practice. I'd like to start off with some energy work, so if you have an essential oil, please grab one. Today I'm using the Motivate blend. It's a beautiful blend of essential oils. We're going to rub some oil into the palm of our hands. And even if you don't have an oil, that's okay. We can still do the energy work with your hands. Just rubbing your palms together. Rub your fingertips into the palms of your hands to coat with the oil. You can take a few deep breaths. And then we're going to place our fingertips at the third eye, right in the center of the forehead. Flattening into your palms, take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to trace your fingertips around the top of the brow to the temples, behind your ears, tracing your fingers to the back of the neck. Flatten into your palms as you draw your hands over your shoulders, placing one hand on top of the other on your heart space. And just take this opportunity to gather the energy that you want to release today. Whatever it is, whatever emotions are present that you need to let go of. Whatever stories, whatever sensations or experiences that you are currently going through. And we're going to gather that and then extend our arms and flick it away. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So bringing fingers to your brow. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, trace your fingertips along the top of the brow to the temples, behind the ears, back of the neck, over your shoulders. Opposite hand on top of the other on your heart space. Gather the energy. And release it, flick it away. Last time. To the third eye, deep breath in. Trace your fingers over the brow, temples, behind the ears, back of the neck, top of the back and over the shoulders. One hand over the other on your heart space. Gather whatever is left. Whatever emotions are present that are hindering you, blocking you. And let's release. Beautiful. Releasing your hands to your lap, just keeping your eyes closed for a moment. And just take a few deep breaths. Center yourself. Just coming to your mat with no expectations, with an open heart, no judgments. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Gently flutter your eyes open. Welcome to your practice. All right, so let's start by coming to lie down on your back. Keep your strap handy. And I want you to find a position, a physical form on your back that defines comfort for you. So you can come into Shavasana, you can come into Baddha Konasana, you can bend into your knees with the soles of the feet on the floor and just let the knees touch. So just find a position that makes you incredibly relaxed and comfortable. And the whole purpose of today's class is to go deep. Deep into a place far away from anything that bothers us. To a place where we feel safe and strong and restored. So as you lie here on your back, I want you to visualize or energetically start to cultivate, what does it feel like for me when I feel totally safe, connected, and happy? See if you can connect to that feeling. When I feel like there is nothing urgent that needs to be done. When I can completely just be. And hopefully by now, you might be smiling a little, because that's a really good place to be. So we're going to transfer that to a physical practice. Just creating space, creating peace, and also creating the attitude where everything that needs to get done will be done today. Everything that needs to get done will. So go ahead and exhale everything out of your lungs. And then take a nice deep full breath in, fill it up. Hold the breath. And then out through your mouth. Again, another deep inhale. Hold. And out through the mouth. One more big breath in. Hold it and lock it in. Expand the heart. And sigh it out. And then just come back to your breath. In and out through the nose. Good. And from here, I want you to stretch it out. So reach your arms all the way overhead. Stretch through your toes. Reach. Beautiful. And then slowly bring your knees in towards your chest. A gentle rock from side to side. Just feeling into the body. Staying with the breath. Good. And then keeping your right knee drawing into your chest, we're going to extend the left leg all the way down to the mat. Let's start by taking a nice spinal twist, so guiding that right knee over to the left as you extend your right arm back behind you. Stacking the hips, opening up into the collarbones. You can take your gaze back towards your right hand or up towards the ceiling. Nice, and then inhale, come back to center, bring both knees in. And let's take it to the other side. So extending right leg all the way down. And we'll guide that left knee over to the right, extending the left arm back. Just taking a few deep breaths. Nice, inhale, bring it back to center. Hug both knees in. And then grab a hold of your strap. You're going to place your left foot down on the ground as you take the strap and put it around the ball of the right foot and extend the right leg up towards the sky. Supta Parangustasana. You're going to extend your left leg all the way down, flexing into that left foot. So I want you to feel for drawing that inner thigh towards your mat so that the right toes are pointing up towards the ceiling and not out to the side. So a bit of an internal rotation of your extended leg. And then find a bit of a tilt in your right foot, so almost like you're wearing a bit of a high heel. Okay, so your toes are kind of pointing up towards the ceiling and your heels down. You're going to walk your hands up as high as you can on the strap, but still keeping your shoulders relaxed. And just take a few deep breaths here. Just finding a bit of space, creating a bit of length into the back of the leg. Last full breath. All right, then you're going to grab the strap in both hands in your right hand. I want you to turn your heel in, toes out, extend your left arm out to the side, and then start to draw that right leg out. So I just want you to hover it above the ground. Okay, not taking the foot all the way down. You want to feel for putting weight into that left hip. So the right leg still hovering. There's a lot of work going on, feeling the stretch in the inner thigh, grounding into that left hip. You can even place your left hand onto your left hip, or top of the thigh. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. Bring that leg back to center. Grab the strap in the opposite hand. Extend your right arm out. And let's take an IT band stretch. So taking that right leg over to the left without lifting your right hip. So keep that right hip grounded. And just breathe into the stretch on the outside of your right leg. Just finding as much length as you can in the outer part of the leg. Creating space. Last breath here. Beautiful. Bring it back to center. Grab a hold of the straps in both hands. And you're going to flex and point into that right foot a few times. Just lengthening into the back of the leg. I find that this is a really great exercise to do just to create a bit more length in the hamstrings and the calves. Just a few more times. Keep breathing, keep extending through that left leg. Nice, and then come to center. And you're going to start to bring that right leg towards you, towards your chest. Notice if that exercise and just that little bit of stretching into the hamstrings has created a bit more space for you. I want you to close your eyes here. Relax into your shoulders. So it doesn't matter how close you get that leg towards you. I want you to notice how it feels. Holding for 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Release, bend into that knee, and release your strap. Just extending that right leg all the way down. Okay. So for a moment, just hang out here and notice how the two sides feel. See if you can notice a bit of a difference in the length. Okay, and then slowly drawing that left knee in towards you. Place the strap around the ball of the left foot and start to extend the left leg skywards. Good. And again, find a bit of an angle in your left foot. So drawing the ball of the foot up towards the ceiling. Just getting a nice little stretch into that left leg. Flex into your right toes, draw them up. Walk your hands up your strap. Deepen into your breath. And then grab a hold of the strap in your left hand, extend your right arm out. You're going to turn your toes out to the left, heel in, and start to take that left leg out. Again, be mindful of grounding down into that right hip. So you don't want that right hip to lift. Holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Bring it back to center. Take the strap into the opposite hand and let's take your IT band stretch. So moving that leg over to the right. Just coming to a point where you feel sensation without lifting that left hip. And once you find that point, stay and breathe. Last one. Nice. Inhale, bring it back to center. Beautiful. Grab a hold of your straps with both hands, and we're going to flex and point into the left foot a few times. Just notice the sensations in the foot as you do this exercise, around the ankles, maybe even into the top of the foot. Just a few more. Flex and point. Flex and point. Nice. And then come to center. Close your eyes and start to draw that left leg closer towards you, pulling onto the strap until you find your edge. And then stay there and breathe. Feel. For the last 2 breaths. Nice. And then slowly bring it back to center. Bend into your knee. Release your strap and place it to the side for now. We'll be using it a little later. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Just rock it out. And then we're going to start to roll the length of your spine a few times. And eventually bring yourself into a tabletop position facing the front. Just coming onto all fours. Spread your fingers wide. Take your hands a little further out in front of you as we set up for our first downward facing dog. You're going to tuck your toes under. Take a deep inhale and then extend your legs, taking your hips up to the sky, coming into your first down dog. And I want you to take 5 deep breaths here. Stretch it out, pedal into the legs if that feels good. Back of your legs should feel pretty good already. A definite opening. And then come to find stillness in your down dog. And I want you to pull 2 extreme faces that you would not pull in public, right? 2 extreme faces. Good, and go. Stick out your tongue, bulge your eyeballs, whatever it takes, and relax. We'll do one more. One more extreme face. Make it a good one. And go. And go neutral. Nice. Beautiful. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out on the exhale. And let's start to walk your feet forward, coming to the top of your mat in a forward fold. So feet are hip distance apart. Grab a hold of opposite elbows and just take a ragdoll. Just hanging out, folding in half, maybe swinging from side to side. Releasing the neck, releasing the head. Good, and then release, come back to center. Let the fingertips drop down towards the mat. Keep your knees soft as you slowly roll up to Tadasana. When you get to the top, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So just bring your feet a little closer together so that your heels are directly underneath your sit bones. Hands at your heart center. Bow your gaze down for a moment. And let's set the intention for this practice today. I intend to be 100% present and content in this moment. I'm going to allow myself to be here right now. This is what matters. I also intend to enjoy my time, enjoy my space. It will all be done. Take a big breath in and let it go. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, lengthen. Right leg steps back into a lunge. Keep your fingertips on the ground. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Good. And then ground your right hand down. Let's take an easy twisting lunge. Left arm reaches up. Keep extending through that back heel. Pushing it back while reaching your front knee forward. Beautiful. Release your hand down, coming back into your lunge. Stay on your fingertips, lift your heart, and we're going to step it forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hands down by your side, sweep your aura as you take your arms up, full breath. And exhale, bow. Full breath in, halfway lift. Left leg steps back into your lunge. Draw your hips down, heart forward. Good. And then we'll ground into your left hand. Take your easy twisting lunge on the other side. Right arm reaches up. Again, find that length. Pull forward with your right knee and extend through the back leg, back heel. One more breath. Nice. Hands down to the mat. Stay on the fingertips. Lift the heart and step it forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, rise. Palms touch overhead. Bring your prayer to your heart. Hands down. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Right leg steps back, lunge. Good. Easy twisting lunge once again. Left arm reaches up. Take a full breath in. And exhale, release your left hand down. We're stepping it back to plank. Long line of energy. Take a full breath. And we'll lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into your cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Keep your right leg parallel to the floor. Bring that knee in towards your chest. Hover forward and plank. And then step the right foot forward, coming into your lunge. Lift your heart. And step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands to your heart. Deepening into your breath, connecting and tapping into Ujjayi as we continue. Hands down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Full breath, halfway lift. Left leg reaches back into your lunge. Keep that back knee off the ground. Heart lifts. Let's take your easy twisting lunge. Right arm reaches up. Full breath in. And exhale, release your right hand down, stepping your right leg back into your plank. Taking a deep breath here. And we'll lower knees, chest, chin on the exhale. Inhale into your cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Keep your leg parallel. Knee to chest, hover. Step that left foot forward to the front of the mat, coming into your lunge. And we'll step the right foot forward, coming into your forward fold at the top. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Nice. Hands down, inhale, reach it up, full breath. Exhale, bend your knees, take your seat back, Utkatasana. I want you to take your weight back into your heels, lift your toes, arch into your lower back. So find the natural curve in your lower back. I've always taught it with a rounded back. But I've been told recently that it's better for your physical body to find a natural curve in your lower back. So I want you to feel that, right? Take your seat back a little more. It allows you to do that. Lift your heart. Reach your arms up. Full breath in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Right leg steps back. Lower your back knee down, coming into a low lunge, but keep your hands down on the ground. Lift your heart. Good. Now ground down into your right hand. Reach that left arm up. And then take it back behind you, palm facing up. Twisting to the left. Good. If it's in your practice, you can bend into your back knee. Grab a hold of that back foot and kick your foot into your hand as you open your chest a little more. Breathing deeply. Maybe let that left knee fall away from your body. Rocking onto the knife edge of that left foot. For one more breath. Getting as long as you can and slowly release. Nice. Taking your hips back, we're going to take it into Ardha Hanumanasana or your runner's lunge. Walk your toes forward. Draw the toes up. Take a deep inhale and exhale to fold. One more inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Nice. Bend into your front knee, coming back into your lunge. Let's take an easy twisting lunge with your back knee on the ground, reaching your left arm up, but then start to draw that left arm back away from the right. So finding a really dramatic, easy twisting lunge, opening up into the heart space, rotating the heart up towards the sky. For one more breath. And beautiful. Release, hands down to the mat, step it back into your three-legged dog. Nice. Open up the hips, stretch it out. And then extend the leg, square the hips off, and lower the foot to the floor. Good. Inhale, right leg reaches back, three-legged dog. Keep the hips level. Now turn your right toes out to the right, so the heel is in, and you're going to extend your right leg out to the right. Keeping that leg parallel to the ground. Inhale, rock forward to plank, and then lower all the way down. So there's a nice 90-degree angle happening with the legs. Your right leg is out at a right angle, and that hip might be talking to you. Breathe through it. Okay, I want you to come up onto your forearms and keep breathing here. And just stay here for a moment. Feel for pulling your heart through your hands. Deep Ujjayi breaths. Try not to collapse into those shoulders. Lift up out of them and pull yourself through. Last two. Last one. Good. Now from here, you're going to bend into your back knee. So you can bring your right forearm so that it's parallel with an angle that supports you best. You're going to bend into your back knee and grab your back foot with your left hand. And kick your left hand or your left foot into your hand. Holding it here, flex into that foot. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, coming all the way down. Nice. You're going to slide that right leg back. Bring your hands alongside your chest. Tuck your toes under. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, push to plank. And then take it back. Downward facing dog. Whew. Hello, hips. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk, step, or float it forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. And bring your hands to your heart. Nice. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach. Take your seat back, Utkatasana chair pose. Again, finding that nice curve so that you can open the heart and reach the arms up higher. Take a full breath in and exhale to bow. Inhale to rise up halfway. Left leg steps back into your low lunge. Lower the back knee down. Good. Untuck the back toes. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky. We're going to take that top arm back behind you so that your arm is parallel to the ground with your palm facing up. And then slowly start to bend into that back leg as you grab onto your foot. You've got your straps handy, so if you cannot grab the foot, place a strap around the ball of your foot or your ankle, and then grab your strap. Start to draw your hips forward and roll onto the pinky edge of your right foot, letting that knee fall away from you as you open up into your chest. And we're holding for 3, 2, last one, and slowly release. Coming all the way back into your low lunge, taking your hips back into your runner's lunge, Ardha Hanumanasana. Walk your toes forward and then draw them up. You can use your blocks if you need to. Take a deep inhale and then exhale to fold over your right leg. If you need a bit more height, place those blocks under your hands and then fold. Breathing into the back of the leg. One more breath. Beautiful. And coming up halfway, draw that heel closer towards you so that you can lunge into it. And we're going to take an easy twisting lunge once again. Right arm reaches up. Keep your back knee on the ground. Draw your hips forward. And we're going to start to rotate the chest open, reaching that arm back, revolving the heart up towards the sky. Getting a good twist into the spine. One more breath. Beautiful. Slowly come back. Hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toes under. Let's take that right leg back into a 3-legged dog. Roll the hip open, bend into the knee, stretch it out. And then extend the legs, square the hips off and lower that right leg down. Left leg reaches up, 3-legged dog. Keep your hips level and that left leg parallel to the ground. Flex into your toes and then draw the toes out to the left. We're going to start to take that left leg all the way out to the left so it's parallel to the ground. Draw yourself forward and plank and then lower all the way down to the ground. Finding that nice 90-degree angle and then prep up onto your forearms. Whew. That's a definite hello in those hips. So just keep breathing through it. Finding your variation of Sphinx pose. So lifting up out of the shoulders, pressing down into your forearms, or pressing the forearms down into your mat, the elbows down as you lift your heart up and pull it through. Good. 3 more breaths here. Last one. Nice. All right. Slowly lower down and we're going to sit up, bringing your left forearm down onto the mat, bending into your right knee and then grabbing a hold of that right foot, flexing into your foot as you look forward. Push your foot back like Dhanurasana. Holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Nice. Slide that left leg back to the right. Hands directly underneath your shoulders or alongside your ribs. Tuck your toes under. Take a deep breath. Exhale, push to plank and take it back into your downward facing dog. Nice, deep breath in. Full breath out. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into your upward facing dog. Reach your heart forward, shoulders down. Exhale, down dog. Rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk, step, or fly. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. So just heel toe your feet apart slightly. So you're about hip distance apart. And then grab a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers and your thumb. Inhale to lengthen out. And then exhale to fold, spreading your belly long over your legs. Allow the head to drop. Lots of weight and extension through the crown of the head. Deepen into your breath. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your big toes. Okay, from here, slide your hands under your feet. Bend your knees if you need to. Okay, so that your toes are drawing up towards your wrists. And you're either going to work towards making your legs straight, or if your legs are straight, inhale, get long, and then fan the elbows out and fold. Good. Take a slight shift out of the hips, forward rather, into kind of the balls of your feet, drawing up through your inner thigh, lifting through your kneecaps. Breathe deep. Good. Inhale, offer your chest. Exhale, release your hands. Heel toe your feet together. Good. Inhale, halfway. Good. Right leg steps back into a lunge. You're going to bring your hands on the inside of your front foot. Just walking that left foot over to the left. And we're going to set up for your lizard pose. So bringing your forearms down to the ground or onto blocks if you need support. And I want you to look ahead so your gaze is forward. Extend all the way from your navel to your heart, and from your heart to the crown of your head, to your eyeballs and forward. So what we're doing is taking the rounding out of the back. Okay, so I want you to feel this. What this does is you feel the heart progress, and you feel the top part of your right thigh saying, hi. So keep breathing. 5 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Press to straight arms. Let's step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog. And exhale into your downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Sigh it out. Rise up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or float. Inhale halfway. And exhale, bow. Good. Feet together, fingertips on the ground or on your shins. Inhale, rise. Let's step your left leg back. Coming into your lunge, walk your right foot over to the right and bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. Setting up for lizard on the other side. Lowering down onto your forearms. And then keep your gaze forward. You can even close your eyes, but don't let the head drop. Don't round into your back. Keep lengthening. Holding here. Breathing deeply. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Nice. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a full breath in. Side out on the exhale. All right, left leg reaches back behind you, three-legged dog. Let's step it forward on the outside of your left hand. Okay. So again, a variation of lizard, but this time you're going to tuck that left shoulder underneath your left thigh and grab the left heel with your left hand. Your right forearm comes down to the ground. You're going to hold your front ankle. You're going to spin your back foot into warrior one, and then your gaze is forward. Don't look down. Holding it here. Okay, so you can stay here, or you've got the option to extend your arms out into aeroplane wings. Don't look down. Holding here for 5, 4. Swing that left hip in. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Nice. Lower that back knee down. Bring your hands on the inside of your foot. And let's take it back into your Ardha Hanumanasana. So walk that left foot to center, straighten into the leg. You might want to walk the toes forward and then draw them up. Full breath in, lengthen. Exhale, bow. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, halfway. Slide that heel towards you. Using your hip flexor, bend into the front knee. Ground your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good job. Deep inhale. Sigh it out on the exhale. Right leg reaches back behind you. Three-legged dog. Let's step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Setting up for your lizard on the other side, your variation. So starting to tuck that right shoulder underneath the right knee. Grab the back of the heel with your right hand. Lower your left forearm down. And grab the front of your ankle. And then spin your back foot down, warrior one stance. Hug that right hip into center. Don't let it pop out to the right. Hug it in. And you can stay here and breathe. Or extend your arms out into aeroplane and hold. Gaze forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice. Slowly release. Lower your back knee down. Just walk that right foot back to center and then straighten into the leg, drawing the toes forward as you come into your Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bow. One more breath. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Use your hip flexors, draw that heel towards you, bend into the front knee, step it back, downward facing dog. And let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath. Sigh it out. Good. Left leg reaches back, three-legged dog. Good. Open up the hips, stretch it out. And then extend the legs, square the hips off. Bring your knee to your chest, hover. And let's step that left foot forward to the front of your mat, coming into your low lunge. Straighten into your front leg. Now keep your blocks handy, you might need that. Okay. We're going to come into your full Hanuman. So what you're going to do is you're going to curl your back toes under, lift your kneecap up, and wiggle the ball of the foot back, lowering the back knee down, and just see how this feels. Okay. If this feels not so good, use your blocks. Place them under your thigh or even under your hands. Okay, I like to place mine under the hamstring. So as I start to slide and come into my splits a little more, sliding that back heel further back. Find your edge here. So Hanuman is a fickle, moody monkey. He's a monkey god. So sometimes he's available and other times not so much. We have to make peace with the distance between our pelvis and the ground. And it is what it is. Potential, that's what it is. But the good thing about Hanuman is you're always going to get sensation. So take 5 more breaths here. Try and keep those hip points level, facing the front. 2 more. Beautiful. All right, so ground your hands down. Start to push with your hands, surrounding into your back as you draw your front heel towards you. Good. Bend into your front knee. Just place your blocks to the side for now and step it back into your downward facing dog. And let's take that to the other side. So right leg reaches up behind you, 3-legged dog. Knee to chest hover. Let's step that right foot forward, coming into your low lunge. Keep your hands on the ground. And we're going to slowly start to move into your full Hanuman. So tucking your back toes under, you can straighten into your back leg. And then slowly start to lift the kneecap up and wiggle. Wiggle until you find your edge. Okay, again, using your blocks to support you. And then once you find your edge, I want you to feel for scissoring those inner thighs in towards each other so that you square off your hips. You don't want to open your hips all the way out. That's not the point of coming into this posture. You want to do it safely. So just find your edge here, holding for 5, breathing deep. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice. Now ground your hands. Push the mat away from you. Round into your back as you pull that right heel towards you, bending into the knee. Move your blocks to the side and step it back into your downward facing dog. Good. Nice. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's take a Vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes, bend your knees, look up at your hands, hop to seated. Good. Beautiful. Just take a moment here. I want you to grab your strap. We're going to be using it in a moment. Okay, so for now, I want you to extend your right leg out, just coming into Janushasana. So bringing your left foot in towards your right inner thigh. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cradle. So you're going to bend into your right leg, the straight leg, and start to bring it in towards you. Cradling into your shin. So placing your right foot into the crook of your left elbow and the right knee in the crook of the right elbow. You can interlace your hands and pull that shin in towards your chest. And just a gentle rock from side to side. If this is not available for you, you can also forklift. Okay, so placing the shin into the elbows as you hold that leg up. Okay. So shoulders are soft here, heart is lifted. Maybe even close into your eyes and feel as you rock from side to side. Nice. All right, then coming back to center. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to grab a hold of that right foot with both hands. Maybe bringing your right hand underneath your right calf and holding onto the hands. And we're just going to boost that knee back and up, right? Boost it back and up. 2 more, back and up, back and up. Now you want to try and boost that knee up over your shoulder as high as you can, and maybe it won't go onto your shoulder and it just goes onto your upper arm, and that's okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your strap and just place the strap around your right ankle. Okay. Now take your right hand and extend it out to the side, to the right, placing your fingertips down on the ground, maybe even leaning into it a bit. And then slowly, as you hold your strap with your left hand, start to extend that right leg out to the right. Okay. Pull that right shoulder back so it doesn't fall forward. Extending the right leg. If you'd like to do it without the strap, you're going to grab a hold of the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand and start to extend. Opening up into the chest, pulling that left arm back behind you, keeping that shoulder, that right shoulder rolling down. One more breath. And slowly unwind. Nice. All right. Let's take that to the other side. So extending your left leg out in front of you, bring your right foot into your inner thigh. And then we're going to take your cradle with your left foot. Okay. The same as we did on the other side, interlacing your hands, or you can forklift. And close your eyes and rock. Heart lifts, shoulders drop. And just feel into the body. Nice. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Okay, placing that left arm under your left calf. Grab a hold of the left foot with both hands. And we're going to pull that knee back and lift it up. Hike it back and up. 2 more. Back and up. Back and up. Now your aim is to hike it back and lift it up over that left shoulder. Getting it up as high as you can. Take your strap. If you're using it, place it around the left ankle and grab a hold of your strap with your right hand. Extend your left arm out to the side, maybe even walking over to the left slightly. And then start to extend slowly, extending your left leg. Okay, so this is how you do it with your strap, compass point. Keep drawing that left shoulder back. Otherwise, without the strap, you're grabbing a hold of the outside of your foot and extending. Maybe taking your gaze up towards the ceiling, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Well done, guys. All right. So we're going to do the same pose, but lying down. All right, so I'm going to do it with my back towards you on the one side. So I want you to lie down, or actually let's do it on the front. Lie down on your left side. Just going to move the mic. I want you to find the back edge of your mat, right? Keep your strap handy. You're going to bring your left elbow in line with the back of the mat and put your head onto your hand. Make sure that your shoulder, hip, and ankles are all in one line. So if you are on the back edge of your mat, you've got something to go in. I want you to pull those ribs in. And then slowly start to bend into that right knee and place the right foot on the inside of your left leg so that the toes are pointing down towards your left foot. Now, place your hand onto that right inner thigh and just push back. Just take a few breaths here. Keep your balance. Keep drawing those ribs in. Engage your core. Holding for 3, 2, and 1. So you can stay here, or you can bend into that right knee. Grab a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers and your thumb, and then slowly start to extend your right leg all the way up to the sky, trying to keep your balance, staying in that long line. Okay, it's normal to wobble here and even fall over. Core and hips, but otherwise hold. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knee and release. Let's take it to the other side. So roll onto your belly and then over to the other side so that you're on the opposite edge of your mat. Again, ankles, hips, and shoulder in line. Your right elbow on the back of the mat or the edge of the mat, and you're resting your head on your right hand. Now bend into your left knee, placing the left foot on the inside of your right thigh with your toes drawing down towards your right foot. Just resting your left hand onto your inner thigh. Draw your ribs in. Breathe. Find that balance. Connect to your core. Stack your hips. Holding it here. 1 more. Nice. All right. And then from here, we're going to slowly bend into that left knee. Grab a hold of the big toe with your peace fingers and your thumb and slowly start to extend the leg up. Keep your balance. Holding it here. 3, 2, and I fell. And 1. Good job. Release, bend the knee, extend, and roll back onto your belly. All right. Okay, 1 more round with a deeper variation. So we're going to roll back onto your left side. Okay. So same setup as before. This time we'll need your strap. Okay, you're going to bend into your right knee. Just place the right foot down on the ground for a moment. So just set yourself up. Okay. And then from here, you're going to bend your right knee and see if you can grab a hold of your right calf with your right hand. Okay. Bend into your left knee so that the left foot comes kind of behind you. Your thigh is parallel to the long edge of your mat. And you're going to grab a hold of that calf and see if you can pull that knee onto your upper arm. All right, so this is exactly what we were doing in our seated position. Okay, now place your hand down out in front of you. So this is where you may need your strap. You'll place your strap around the right foot. And then hooking as much as you can that right knee on top of your right arm. You're going to start to extend your right leg overhead, grabbing a hold of your strap. You can place your right fingertips down on the ground just for balance and extend. All right. If you don't want to use your strap and you want to do it without, again, you're going to hold onto the outer edge of your right foot with your left hand. Your right hand is on the ground, and then slowly start to extend. So extending through that right leg, holding it here. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Good. Lower it all the way down. Roll onto your belly, and let's take it to the other side. Okay, so roll onto your right side. Keep your strap handy. Okay, so just find your alignment right at the edge of the mat. Okay, so you're going to bend into your left knee, just placing the foot down on the ground to start. Okay, then bring that knee in, grab your left calf with your left hand. You can bend your right knee just for that support. And then try to get that left thigh behind your shoulder as much as you can, right? Welcome to awkward. All right. So again, you can stay here and breathe, or you can take your left hand, you can place your strap around the ankle of your left foot, grabbing a hold of your strap with your right hand. Placing your left fingertips on the ground and then starting to extend your left leg. Otherwise, without the strap, take your right hand, grab your foot on the pinky edge, left fingertips down in front of your belly to help you stabilize, and drop that right shoulder. Slowly straighten into the leg. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Good job, guys. Woo! Roll onto your belly. Just put your strap aside. Okay, well done. All right, just come onto your belly. Let's just take an up dog here. So bring your hands back alongside your ribs. Lift up into an upward facing dog. Open the heart, shoulders back. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, so we're going to stretch it out. So let's take a pigeon pose. Right leg reaches up behind you, three-legged dog. Bring that right knee to your right wrist. Set your shin down. Slide that left leg back. Okay. Good. And then take a deep inhale, lengthen. And then exhale to fold. So if you need some support under that right hip, place a block underneath it. And then just settle. Bringing your forehead down to the ground. And once you get settled, close your eyes. Slow down the breath. And come back to that mantra for today. Everything that needs to get done will. Everything that needs to be is. I just need to show up, be present, apply myself, and do my best. And when I take the time to do a practice like this, that is slow and thoughtful, I am here. I'm aware of my surroundings, I am listening. And so we are physically opening our bodies, but we are also opening our perspective. We're inviting possibility in. Take a deep inhale. Hold. Exhale it out your mouth. Nice. Walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes under. Push back into your downward facing dog. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg reaches back. Bring that left knee into your left wrist. Set your shin down. And then slowly come into your fold. Setting yourself up. Supporting yourself as you need to. Just get yourself into your posture and relax. And once you get into it, don't try to go deeper. I want you to find your alignment, get into the posture, and then just breathe. So using that trust in your current situation, this is exactly where I should be. It is what allows me to thrive. This is also a beautiful place of surrender. Just surrendering to this moment in time. And use your breath as a tool to clear out any distractions, any extra thoughts. Let it go. Just exhale everything out. Take a nice slow inhale. Hold it at the top. And let it out. Beautiful. Gently come up onto your hands, walk them back, lean over to your left so you can swing that right leg out in front of you. Place the soles of your feet onto your mat. Shift your hips forward. If you've got an oil, grab a hold of it, keep it handy. Extend your arms out in front of you. And then slowly with control, you're going to start to lower one vertebra at a time until your back is flat on the ground. Good. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then for a moment, place the soles of your feet onto the mat. Let the knees fall out to the side in Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have an oil, grab a hold of your oil now. You can place a drop or just rub some into the palms of your hands. Rub your palms together and just take a few deep breaths. Just allowing the scent of the oil, the spirit of the oil, of the plant, to take you deeper and set yourself up to rest in your final resting pose. So using your hands, draw your knees together and then slowly start to slide them out one at a time and begin to set yourself up, softening your body, extending, taking up space. And just take a final scan from the top of the head all the way down to the toes. Notice if there are any areas of tension, tightness that you're holding on to. And then let them go. Just release. And for the next few moments of time, just simply allow your body to rest. There is nothing you need to contemplate right now. Nothing you need to think about. This is your spot. This is your space. This is for you. So use this beautiful posture of Shavasana as your moment to recharge and take rest. slowly and very gently begin to journey back to the bubble of your mat, back to your space. Just bringing some energy into your fingers and toes, some prana into your lungs. If you feel like a nice big full body stretch, reach your arms overhead and gift yourself. And gently draw your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll over onto your left-hand side, using your arm as a support for your head. And just take a moment here. I'd like to end off with a reading by Victoria Erickson. Storms make the earth honest. They rattle the edges and tear it to shreds before gifting the calm again. Your own hardships and storms do the same to you. They rinse you clean. They paint new colors. They deepen your understanding. They give you new language, a certain sweet serenity not previously known. When you're ready, gently bring yourself to seated, facing the front with your eyes closed. Bring our hands together in prayer in front of our hearts. Take a deep inhale and sigh it out. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. Until we meet on the mat again, the love, light, and understanding in me bow in honors to the love, light, and willingness in you. Namaste.